everyone, so today we're going to be making Himiko some new boots as she lost hers when she went for a nap.
I didn't lose them, they just walked away on their own.
I still think the degenerate males stole them, but I have no proof yet.
I was just gonna walk around with my bare feet, but Tenko said that we had to make new shoes.
You can't walk around in your bare feet, Himiko. What if you step on something, like a needle?
So anyways,
today we're going to be showing you guys how we made Himiko some new boots.
So the first thing that we're gonna do is use a pair of just regular flats because we don't want to have to put forth the effort of actually making the base of the shoe.
Himiko, that's such a smart decision. That saves so much time.
Yeah, that's what they teach us in mage school. And then you'll need 3 different colors of fabric to match the 3 tones in the boots. And you'll also need chicken wire, wood glue, a thread and needle, and other things that I'll remember as we go along. You're gonna start by taking your flat shoe and just framing the chicken wire around it. And you're gonna cut the chicken wire to fit it around the shoe, leaving a whole bunch at the front because that's how we're gonna make the weird pointy part of the shoe. Don't ask me why they're pointy, but I was told in mage school that they always have to be pointy.
Himiko, the points are not weird. I find it gives them character.
Thanks, Tenko. I don't know what to say to that. Your enthusiasm is too much for me. When you're doing this, you're probably going to want to use gloves because chicken wire is really pointy. I had Tenko get some for me because I really didn't want to have to go get them.
Himiko, I just want to keep you safe.
Thanks, my hands felt very secure.
I'm so glad.
You're going to have to do this twice because you have 2 feet and therefore you need 2 shoes.
Oh my gosh, Himiko, you're so smart. You know how to do math.
I can count to 2, thank you, Tenko. I don't think Oma knows how to count to 2.
He's a degenerate male, I'm not surprised.
So once your shirt is all covered and the shape is how you want it, just trim off the excess to make sure that you got it right at your right pointy point, because I think maybe that's where the magic is stored, but I'm not really sure. From here you're going to cover the whole shoe in duct tape around the chicken wire so that it doesn't poke you and stab your feet, because that's very unpleasant, as I have learnt when I have lazily made the shoes in the past. While you're doing this, keep cutting off the excess chicken wire so that you do not damage your feet while walking. Please do not walk with chicken wire poking your feet. It is not worth it.
Himiko, I hope you're not speaking from experience. That's dangerous.
I was, actually.
Himiko!
At Anime North 2018. Once you've got the duct tape all around everything, you're going to want to cut off the chicken wire that's on the sole of the shoe because chicken wire is not a great grip. The grip on the bottom of your shoe should typically be better. If it's not, just slice at it with some scissors and hope for the best. I left the front bit of the chicken wire on near the pointy part of the shoe just to make sure that it held its shape, but you can probably safely take that off after my experience now walking with the shoes. Taking your base brown fabric, you're going to cut out pieces and shape them around the shoe, and then stick that on using wood glue.
Wood glue is very sturdy, is it not?
It is. When you're walking around, you tend to get stuck in bushes and such. So you want to make sure that your shoes are going to keep their color.
Wow, Himiko, where do you learn all of these cool tricks?
I learned them at mage school. They teach you how to make the mage shoes because apparently we all have to have pointy shoes at all times. When you're cutting out the dark part of the fabric, make sure that you are leaving enough to fold over the top of your shoe to cover the chicken wire that folded over there because again, you do not want to be poked by chicken wire while you're walking. It's a very unpleasant experience.
Himiko, I'm very concerned.
For the pointy part of the shoe, you just kind of make this weird triangle shape that I'm showing on the screen and kind of just like fiddle around with it and hope for the best. It's not a very exact process, but neither is magic, so I'm sure you normies can figure it out. Same as before, just cut off the excess so that you don't end up with weird hangy bits on your shoes. Great, now that the brown base of your shoe is done, you're gonna want to start actually adding some height to this because boots typically are higher than flats. So, you see here the shape that I made? Basically, you just cut those out, you sew them together in the sewing machine because you can't hand sew it, but who has the time for that? But you can just ask Kirimi to sew it for you.
Himiko, why don't you just magic it together?
That's a waste of magic, Tenko.
Oh, I see.
Do you know how many days I have to recharge my energy after that?
That is a really good point, Himiko. Good call.
Right, so you're gonna sew the beige part together or get Kirimi to do it, and then you're gonna sew your third level of fabric, like your third color, the really dark brown, for the top rim of it. And you're just gonna do a rectangle that fits around the circumference of the top of your boot. You might want to measure your calves for this, or you can just wing it and hope for the best.
Why do I have a feeling that you did the second option, Himiko?
No, I had Kirimi measure me.
Oh, what a smart idea.
Yeah.
She didn't try to make a move on you, did she?
I mean, she did move me from the chair when I fell asleep.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
Alright, once you've sewn the top part of the shoe together, you're going to want to sew it onto the top of your boot. Just make sure that the seams don't show so that it looks pretty. Also, your battery might start dying at this point, but that's fine. I, Himiko, am constantly running on low battery.
I'm constantly running on 100%. Gotta make sure to sleep well at night, Himiko.
What about sleeping well at day?
I mean, as long as you're getting your sleep and eating 3 meals a day.
Great, do you want to take over the rest of this video so I can take a nap?
I can't continue for you, Himiko. You didn't let me watch you finish the boots.
Well, that's because I had Anji and Atua watching over me.
Himiko, that's dangerous.
No, Anji says that Atua would make sure that the sewing needle didn't go through my finger.
Anji has unpure intentions. She's just as bad as a degenerate male.
Anyway. So you're gonna sew the dark part of the boot onto the beige part of the boot. And then fold it over and just put some hand stitches to keep it tacked down. And then unfortunately you have to do the very tedious task of hand sewing and then hand sew the tall part of your boot onto the flat that we had covered with the felt. This can take a little while and is quite tiresome, so I recommend delegating the task to Kirimi because she's always happy to do it. And now for the ribbon around the boot. Yay, we're almost done. I took some yarn that I had found in the storage because we didn't have my usual magical rope, but it wasn't quite thick enough, so I took 3 different strands of it and then I braided them together to kind of give it more texture and just make it look nicer.
Wow, Himiko, that's beautiful.
Thank you. I worked very hard on it.
I can tell.
I had to choose exactly what length they should be while Kirimi did it. Once that's done, you just take your braided length and you twist it around. Tie it around your boot. Make sure you're fluffing out your boot so that you're not actually just like cutting off your circulation entirely by tying it too tight. And then you just tie a bow. I kind of screwed this up quite a few times, so I had Kirimi do it in the end.
It's okay, Himiko. You can't learn without trying.
You're right, and I did try very hard. I tried for about 5 seconds. Then I took a nap.
Wow, Himiko, that's a record for you.
It is.
I'm so proud of you.
So once you finish tying up the bow, you're going to want to glue gun it into place, and then your shoe is complete. And you can do magic again, or take a nap.
Wow, Himiko, that was such a great tutorial.
That was a lot of work. Can I take a nap now?
Yes, you may.
Thank you. Good night.
We hope you enjoyed this video, everyone, and that you too will now be able to make your own mage boots. I gotta be quiet now. Himiko is sleeping.
Oh, if you like this video, be sure to send it to the Council of Mages to show them what a good job I'm doing.
She's doing a really great job. You should all do that. Okay, bye everyone.
Bye.